It's time for high school basketball from WKLM-FM 95.3. Coming up next, we'll join the WKLM sports team with Before the Tip, sponsored by Village Motors. This is high school basketball on FM 95.3 WKLM.
And welcome to girls high school basketball right here on WKLM. We're here at Winland Gymnasium getting set for the West Holmes Knights and the Zanesville Blue Devils. Jeremy Scott alongside Scott Mellor. All kinds of great basketball to be had here tonight. 7-1 versus 6-2. The West Holmes Lady Knights, second in the IVC, coached by Lindsay Snyder. The Zanesville Lady Devils are 6-2, third in the Buckeye League, coached by Jeff Moore. And I already misspoke, Scott Mellor. I said IVC. I meant to say OCC. I am getting used to being around here and all this wonderful girls basketball action. This is my first time doing it here on WKLM. I'm very excited for it, but you might get one of those every now and then, so pardon me if that happens, and I'm really looking forward to doing this with you, partner.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. So all kinds of great stuff to come during this pregame. Coming up, though, we have my interview with Coach Lindsay Snyder. She is really pumped for this one, and you'll see why in just a few minutes. It's girls high school basketball right here on WKLM.
Are you tired of wasting money on your home energy bills? Let Home Siding Contractors show you just how affordable replacing your windows can be. Provia has developed a reputation within the vinyl replacement window industry for having the best features and options. The Provia Endure and Aspect windows are as stunningly beautiful as they are energy efficient, and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up your free in-home evaluation by calling 888-725-6619.
Home Siding Contractors.
Are you having ongoing issues with your flat or low slope roof? MEB Systems of Sugar Creek specializes in flat or low slope roofs and has been serving the community and beyond since 1977. Whether it's tracking down or resolving a persistent leak, you are in need of a complete roof replacement, or you have a new build, MEB Systems will strive to find the best solution for you. They believe if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems Incorporated today at 330-852-4333 and visit them online at mebsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all Holmes County athletes a safe and healthy season. Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Are you looking for a new career? This is Adam Great from the Commercial and Savings Bank. Did you know that CSB has won the North Coast 99 Award 5 years in a row? We are proud to be recognized by ERC as one of Northeast Ohio's great workplaces for top talent. Being part of the CSB family has been a great experience for me, and I feel blessed to start my career here. Come see what makes us a great workplace and learn how you can join our team. For our current openings, visit our careers page at csb1.com. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal opportunity employer.
Broman & Byler in Millersburg is a local full-service accounting firm. Hello, this is John Byler. We offer a complete range of services from tax, business, and estate planning to bookkeeping and payroll services. When choosing a financial advisor at tax time, choose Broman & Byler at 161 North Washington Street in Millersburg. You can reach us at 330-674-8222.
Hi, I'm Zach Noble from Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. At Holmes Wayne Electric, our staff embraces the community we serve. We serve on local boards, we coach youth sports, and we donate to causes benefiting our local veterans, law enforcement, and hospitals. But that's just our employees. Over 7,200 of our members round their bill up every month to donate to our Operation Roundup Foundation. Since 2006, our foundation has given back over $830,000 to our community. We're not just keeping your lights on, we are taking the power of caring hearts to make a difference.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Visit Hummel Group in Berlin, Mansfield, Orville, Wadsworth, and Worcester today at HummelGRP.com. Come to the Coffin Realty and Auctions live auction with online bidding on Tuesday, December 21st at 4 p.m. This auction has half cents, large cents, Indian head cents, Lincoln cent bag of 5,000 wheat pennies, 3-cent nickels, 1861 3-cent silver, and more at the Coffin Auction Center at 559 Belden Parkway in Sugar Creek. For more information, contact Aiden Yoder at 330-231-8983. That's the Coffin Realty and Auctions live auction with online bidding on Tuesday, December 21st at 4 p.m. Visit coffin-auctions.com.
Before the Tip is brought to you by Village Motors of Millersburg.
Hi, this is Kevin Multrich. As former West Holmes High School graduate, player, and coach, I understand what hometown is all about. That's why I'm excited to be part of a great sales team here at your hometown dealership, Village Motors in Millersburg. As a husband and father of 3, it's important to find a vehicle that's a right fit for your family. No one can do better than Village Motors. So next time you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, stop by and see me, Kevin Multrich, at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Jeremy Scott and I am speaking with West Holmes coach. I have got Lindsay Snyder with me here right now. Lindsay, that game against Ashland was quite the start for you guys. I know you let them back into it a little bit late in the game, but then you end up pulling away again. But what do you attribute that fast start to?
I mean, I think it was our defensive pressure in the full court. We knew we wanted to get up and pressure them and be able to turn them over in the full court and not let them run a half-court offense. They had a guard and a bigger post player that we didn't want to be able to get easy looks in the half court, so we try to really pressure in the full court and keep it there as much as possible.
Claire Reynolds had her season high in scoring that game. How big is that at this point in the season for that to be the case?
Yeah, I mean, we've had, I don't know exact stats and numbers, but in our 8 games that we've played, we've had multiple kids be our high scorer each game. And you know, Claire was our leading scorer the first game, and she was our, the 8th game of the season. And we've had different kids in between there be the leading scorers and be the second leading scorer. And we talked about after that game that I'd be interested to go through each game and look at our 2 top leading scorers for each game. And I don't know that it would be the same 2 kids for each game, any of those games. And that's what we want. We want balanced scoring. And right now I know we have 4 kids at 7 points per game or higher. And we have Allie is at 5, I think. So, if your starting 5 is all able to score, and then you bring 3 or 4 kids off the bench that can all score for you, it's hard to guard and hard to scout.
Speaking of players coming in off the bench for you, or players stepping up and helping people like Claire Reynolds out, Keegan Uhl really kind of had her coming out party against Ashland. Is this something that you expect going forward? Do you think that the light has kind of come on for her?
Yeah, Keegan has the ability to do that, and honestly, you could throw her in there with that starting group, and she fits right in and can play, and honestly, when she's in there defensively, we get better. She's able to pressure and really turn things on. And Keegan's a practice kid that we keep talking to her and saying, like, if you played like you do in practice in a game, you'd be really good. And she finally did that, the 8th game of the season. And she's a sophomore, and she's getting used to the pace of the varsity game, but she plays so hard in practice and brings so much energy that it's in there, and she's worked on her shot and has the ability to make shots. But I think that game, she really played defensively, and that fueled her on the offensive end.
We could sit here and talk all night about how this is the 9th straight year that West Holmes and Zanesville have squared off, and the fact that West Holmes has won 7 of the last 8, but every year is different. So compare this year's game to last year's game. Compare this year's Zanesville team to last year's Zanesville team.
Yeah, they start 4 sophomores and a senior, and their four sophomores are real quick guards that can get up and down the floor and can pressure, can get to the rim, and so I think it's a different team this year, and that they are not as similar to us in the fact that they don't have as many bigger kids that we have, and so we have to rely on our guards to keep them in front of us and hopefully be able to get it inside a little bit and get to the rim and score and shoot the open 3 as well, and move the basketball, because I think if we can move the ball, they don't rotate as well as maybe they need to, and so we need to shoot the ball well, and that's what it comes down to, is rebounding and playing defense.
It's Knights Devils 7-1 versus 6-2. Coach Lindsay Snyder, thank you so much, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
It is Jeremy Scott. We'll be back with plenty more girls high school hoops right here on WKLM.
Before the Tip has been brought to you by Village Motors of Millersburg.
For all your heating needs this winter, call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner. With combined knowledge of over 65 years, you know that you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of other furnaces and equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call today, 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Are you still searching for the perfect holiday gift for everyone on your list? At Keim Home Center, we have something for everyone. On top of that, Keim Home Center is offering a month of holiday deals, giving you plenty of time to finish your holiday shopping. From November 29th to December 23rd, you will receive a $15 gift card for every $100 spent across qualifying products. For a complete list of eligible products, visit KeimHome.com. Shop in-store or enjoy free local next-day delivery. Visit Keim Home Center, where gift buying is made easy.
Looking for an experienced professional pest control company? Hi, this is Roger Bugs McClure with Holmes Pest Control. With over 40 years in the pest control industry and a lifelong resident of Holmes County, Holmes Pest Control can give you the best service by using the best products at the best price. Call Holmes Pest Control 330-674-9094 or visit our website at holmespestcontrolincorporated.com. Another home-owned, homegrown Holmes County business. Professional service with a personal touch.
Millersburg Electric is your hometown holiday shopping headquarters with great gifts for Dad, including the new Weber grill with the Weber Connect Wi-Fi temperature monitor system with step-by-step assistance for the ultimate grilling experience. A great family gift is the LG Smart TV with screen sizes from 32 to extra large 86-inch, including the 65-inch OLED, offering the clearest picture and the most vibrant colors available. Not sure what to get that special person? Give them a Millersburg Electric gift card. Millersburg Electric, appliances and much more on State Route 83 South or MillersburgElectric.com.
Melway Paving Company is a well-known asphalt paving contractor for homes in surrounding counties since 1964, specializing in asphalt paving, chip and seal coating. For your next paving project, call Melway Paving at 330-279-9000. Melway Paving is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
Freedom. We let you decide. Are you looking for a bank that offers checking accounts that fit your lifestyle? Account options that provide the features that make each day easier to navigate through. At the Kilbuck Savings Bank, we let you choose the accounts that answer your individual financial needs. By simply answering 3 easy questions. Yes, I said 3. You can determine the perfect account. And now you can open that account online and begin banking with us today at KilbuckBank.com. It's all about freedom of choice. The Kilbuck Savings Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Uh-oh. You just walked into Aunt Jan's house and realized you're the only one who didn't bring something for the family holiday gift exchange. What's that, Aunt Jan? You sent an email over a month ago telling everyone to bring a gift? Of course you did. Let me go grab it, you say as you slyly slip out the door and head to your car. You make your way to Guggisburg Cheese, where you know you'll find the perfect gift that everybody will be fighting over. With ready-made holiday gifts available for pickup, gifting has never been easier. Stop in Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 on State Route 557 between Berlin and Charm. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hi, this is Kevin Multrich. As former West Holmes High School graduate, player, and coach, I understand what hometown is all about. That's why I'm excited to be part of a great sales team here at your hometown dealership, Village Motors in Millersburg. As a husband and father of 3, it's important to find a vehicle that's a right fit for your family. No one can do better than Village Motors. So next time you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, stop by and see me, Kevin Multrich, at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Welcome back to Winland Gymnasium, getting set for the 7-1 West Holmes Lady Knights and the 6-2 Zanesville Lady Devils. It's Jeremy Scott alongside Scott Mellor. And before we get to talking about this year's game, we need to go back to last year's matchup, Zanesville at West Holmes. That one was up at West Holmes That happened on December 21st of last year, so almost exactly a year ago. It was a West Holmes blowout win, 47-17 over these Lady Devils. And as I look back on last year's scoring, it was Katrina Rollins who really led the way for the West Holmes Lady Knights. Of course, she's not here now, but she had 12 points on the night. Ella McMillan was the second highest scorer with 11 points. Katie Sprang, also not on this year's roster, with 6 points. Hannah Rohr with 4 points. Claire Reynolds, who you will see tonight, who's really kind of emerged this year as one of the stars of this West Holmes team, contributed 4 points of her own. 3 points went to Keegan Uhl, who of course we will see tonight, especially after that breakout game that she had against Ashland, and Mia Halverson with 2 points for the West Holmes Lady Knights. And Scott, I am going to say one thing to you, and you heard me allude to this with Coach Snyder during the pregame. I said to her, you can talk all day long, all you want, about how these teams have gone at each other for the last 9 years consecutively. And you could even sit here and talk about how that was a 47-17 blowout win for West Holmes last year. But you have to throw out the records. These are two totally different teams from where they were last year. I mean, you look at some of the players who have emerged. I'm talking about Keegan Uhl and Claire Reynolds as mere contributors when they are like the stars of this team this year. So, I mean, that's proof positive that these are two totally different teams.
Right, and we'll probably see the same thing from Zanesville tonight. You know, Coach Snyder alluded to the fact that they are different. They've got 4 really quick guard players, and the tallest player that we'll see tonight on the floor, a 6'1" post player, and they are different. And she said that, you know, it's important for West Holmes to get off to a good start defensively against the Blue Devils, and you know, their quickness, West Holmes is going to have to match that quickness, which we know West Holmes plays a tough, pretty much full court pressure defense every night. But then, you know, West Holmes overall has a size advantage, but they've got to make sure they're getting post players on their post player down low. And if those guards can get away from the West Holmes guards or possibly get them into foul trouble, it could be a very different scenario than what, you know, a 47-17 West Holmes win was 1 year ago.
And we can talk all night long about that as well. And we'll get to some more about this year's team momentarily, but also talking about last year's Lady Devils team. Jersey Drawn, who, by the way, was a freshman at the time, led the scoring for the Lady Devils. She was a monster at the foul line. She hit 6 of her foul shots. She also contributed a bucket from the field. She had 8 points on the night. Candria Sowers, who we will see tonight, another sophomore this year, so it was a freshman contributing last year. In the case of Sowers, had 4 points, and you had Kylie Osborne, again, someone you will see this year, another sophomore. She had 2 points of her own. Kiara Black, not on this year's team, but she had 1 point, as did Jada Seafried, who, by the way, Scott, is a sophomore this year. So it just goes to show you that 47-17 last year, yes, it was a good West Holmes win, and West Holmes should be proud of winning that way, but they beat a lot of freshmen.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is, you know, the Zanesville team, a lot of those freshmen saw a lot of time, and they became sophomores probably halfway through the season last year. Because once that, you know, once a coach commits to starting freshmen or playing freshmen on a regular basis, all of a sudden they're no longer ninth graders. They become, you know, your team leaders, and you rely on them. And so they've had an entire season, you know, that 2020-2021 season, and all summer and this preseason to improve. And again, they're veteran sophomores, if you can use that term.
Absolutely. Well, it's kind of like the concept, if we want to talk about NFL, just to compare it to the NFL for a moment, between having a guy sit for a year behind a veteran quarterback or throwing him out there, throwing him to the Wolves, a la Peyton Manning his first year, kind of let him get roughed up a little bit, and then he's that much more seasoned for it the year after, and that's the case with these Lady Devils of Zanesville. So we're looking forward to seeing just how much they've improved this year. Of course, we're looking forward to seeing these West Holmes Lady Knights as well. It is, again, 7-1 versus 6-2, two very good teams. Looking forward to a very quality night of high school basketball, and we'll be back with more of it right here on WKLM.
With tightening budgets and resources, schools face a daunting task these days, providing young people with all they need to equip them for the years ahead. Denko Marketing in Millersburg urges you to support our students and youth in whatever way you can. Whether it's the giving of your time and experience or donating items for use by educators, groups, or clubs, everyone can make a difference. Denko Marketing of Millersburg hopes you're giving back to the young people of today. Denko Marketing of Millersburg, where the business at hand is the business of home. You can never go down the wrong trail when you go to Millersburg Tire Service. They have the best brands, along with the most experienced tire experts in the area. When it comes to tires in Holmes and surrounding counties, pick the right trail and drive the Millersburg Tire Service. They've been getting the job done right for 68 years. That's Millersburg Tire Service, located off State Route 39, east of Millersburg. Call 674-1085.
The Pizza Parlor 2 in Kilbuck is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes. If you don't want to cook on game day, give them a call at 330-276-5661. They prepare their own homemade crust topped with their own special pizza sauce and your own choice of toppings. You can also order appetizers, sandwiches, their famous original subs, basket combos, and garden fresh salads. You don't have to get out of your car because they have a convenient drive-thru to pick up your order. Call today, 330-276-5661.
If you're looking for more insulation, then stop by MRV Siding Supply for top-rated Buy Winco windows. Buy Winco offers black windows carrying more argon gas, which gives you 30% more insulation value. Buy Winco windows also have standard double strength, increasing noise reduction. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Welcome back to Winland Gymnasium, getting set for the 7-1 West Holmes Lady Knights. First in the OCC, I got it right this time, Scott Miller.
Yep.
Versus the Zanesville Lady Devils at 6-2. They're third in the Buckeye League. And, you know, we were talking in the pregame as well just a little while ago. We're still in the pregame, but a little while ago we were talking about this distinct size advantage. I mean, I was looking at these starting lineups, and I was just looking at the rosters in general, and I just go through numbers 0 and 2 for West Holmes, and I see 5'10 and 5'11, and I have to think that benefits. That's going to be a boon to the Knights tonight.
Well, and if you move into the West Holmes starters, Ella McMillan, 5'10 junior, Melanie Fair, 5'9 senior, Claire Reynolds, 5'7. You know, they do have the size advantage player per player, and the West Holmes, you know, players are quick. You know, and they will play good defense. But, you know, from what we heard in the pregame from Coach Snyder, Lindsay Snyder, that, you know, this is a very quick Lady Devils team. And they are going to have to make sure they get in front of those players and that they're not getting off on fast breaks. Hopefully, you know, double posting, you know, against their 6'1 player so that she's not getting an outlet pass to those, you know, quick guards.
Absolutely. And we were talking about what happened in Ashland the other day, and we were just talking about how that was a really big coming out game for Keegan Uhl, and we were talking about who's going to be the sixth woman off the bench, so to speak, and I said, well, after what happened at Ashland, I can't imagine that Keegan Uhl is not the first one off the bench.
Yeah, and again, sometimes it's going to be based on that particular player that Coach Snyder feels like she needs to add into the game.
So we've got lots more to come. Coming up, though, the national anthem and then starting lineups. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
Take advantage of the Santa's seafood sale going on now through Christmas Eve. Hi, this is Scott Rohde. We have 21 to 25 count raw, peeled and deveined, tail-off large shrimp, $9.98 a pound. Norwegian salmon, $9.98 a pound. Bulk fresh oysters, $14.98 a pound. Tuna steak, $7.98 a pound. Orange roughy, $10.98 a pound. Sea scallops, $17.98 a pound. Rohde's Own cocktail sauce, $2.99 a pound. 40-ounce cocktail shrimp ring, $24.98 each. And 16-ounce packaged salad shrimp, $5.98. Don't forget to call 674-7075 for meat, cheese, and party platters at Rohde's IGA.
For all your heating needs this winter, call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner. With combined knowledge of over 65 years, you know that you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of other furnaces and equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call today, 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Proud to serve all your real estate and auction needs, RES Auction Services and HER Realtors have been a locally and independently owned real estate and auction company for over 40 years. At HER Realtors, the selling market is strong. If you give them the listings, including property listings, they have the buyers. Contact HER Realtors at 674-7610, on the web at herrealtors.com, or RES Auction Services at 833-765-3737, and on the web at res.bid. Located on Glen Drive in Millersburg, making a difference one sale at a time.
This is Raleigh Mast. I'm a fleet mechanic with Yoder Lumber Logistics. We are a truckload carrier and broker servicing customers east of the Rocky Mountains. We have a fleet of late model equipment specializing in flatbed and Conestoga freight. At Yoder Lumber Logistics, we take pride in offering our customers fast and friendly service at competitive rates for all their inbound and outbound needs. Give us a call today at 330-893-3131.
Back at Winland Gymnasium, the West Holmes Lady Knights and the Zanesville Lady Devils getting ready to do battle. The starting lineup being brought to you by Finish Line Auto Body, located on the north side of Millersburg. If your car is damaged, the best place to get it back in the game is at Finish Line Auto Body. Scott Malore.
All right, for the visiting West Holmes Knights, coming in at 7-1, coached by fifth-year coach Lindsey Snyder. Starting for West Holmes, number 4, a 5'4" senior, Kinsey Patterson. Number 12, a 5'4" sophomore, Allie McMillan. Number 14 for the Knights, a 5'10" junior, Ella McMillan. Number 21, a 5'9" senior, Melanie Fair. And for the Knights, number 24, a 5'7" senior, Claire Reynolds. And now for the host, Zanesville Lady Blue Devils at 6'2", coached by Jeff Moore. Starting for the Lady Devils, number 1, Jada Seafried, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 5, a 5'6" sophomore, Jersey Drawn. A 5'7" sophomore, number 23, Kylie Osborne. A 5'5" sophomore, number 24, Candria Sowers. And number 44, a 6'1" senior, Alexis Barnett.
The starting lineup's been brought to you by Finish Line Auto Body. They have experts in collision repair and paint jobs and will have your car looking brand new. They'll even pay up to $500 of your insurance deductible. Give Brooks a call at 330-674-1483. So how did West Holmes get here? Well, they started off the season beating Triway. They lost to Medina, beat Mount Vernon, took a home game against Worcester, beat Mansfield Senior in a nail-biter. They beat Garraway, they beat Dover, and they beat Ashland, and here they are at Zanesville, sitting at 7-1. To tip off for both teams, number 21 for Zanesville, that is Kylie Osborne. I'm sorry, that was Alexis Barnett tipping, and it is going to be the Devils who take control to start things off. There's a quick shot that's up, and that is no good. That's off the rim, and getting the offensive board and putting it back up and missing that shot, getting another shot at it, and getting fouled on her way up is Alexis Barnett, the 6'1" senior. So already just about 16 seconds into the game, Barnett will go to the line to shoot 2. And that was Melanie Fair tipping off for West Holmes, by the way, against Alexis Barnett. Barnett's first shot is up, and nothing but the net. Second shot forthcoming here for Barnett. Is up, and ricochets off, so 1 for 2, Barnett at the line, but the Lady Devils draw first blood. It's 1-0 here in the early going off of that foul by Melanie Fair. Back on offense are the Lady Knights. Over to the wing, cross court to the other wing, passing it, another cross court pass, into the lane goes Fair, and she's up, she's no good, up and in on the putback is Ella McMillan, the 5'10" junior for 2. It's 2-1, Knights over the Devils here in the early going. Getting it across the timeline are the Devils. Into the paint, up, and good is Barnett. So Alexis Barnett has all 3 of the early Zanesville points. They lead it 3-2. Back across the timeline it comes. West Holmes on offense. That's Allie McMillan who cross-court passes it to Kinsey Patterson. Into the corner it goes. That's up, and that is good. That is Claire Reynolds, and that is a 2-point bucket for Reynolds, and it's 4-3. Back on offense are the Devils, putting it up and in and getting her first 2 points of the game, Kylie Osborne, the 5'7" sophomore. So it's a ping-pong battle here in the early going. 5-4 now the score. Zanesville on top of West Holmes.
And we're already seeing that quickness of Zanesville.
Over on the wing, that is Fair. Fair gets it out to Allie McMillan, who gets it over to Claire Reynolds. Reynolds, over goes to Patterson. Kinsey Patterson passes it back to Ella McMillan. McMillan, little cross dribble. Up and good for 3. That is Kinsey Patterson. Her first bucket of the game makes it 7-5, West Holmes. Sowers gets it across the timeline. Over to Barnett. Barnett loses control of it, and it's taken back by West Holmes. Good job by Claire Reynolds to corral that ball and get it over, and then passing it out of bounds. That's the first West Holmes turnover. That was Allie McMillan, who was trying to find Melanie Fair just a little too far in front of her. So we are 2 minutes, 9 seconds gone by. The score, West Holmes 7, Zanesville 5. Jeremy Scott and Scott Mellor here in Zanesville. And taking it coast to coast and putting it up and in is Candria Sowers, her first 2 of the game, and it's 7-7. McMillan tried to bounce it inside to Ella McMillan. That was Allie McMillan to Ella McMillan, but it was a steal by the Blue Devils, and back they come on offense now. Taking it into the lane, putting it up, underhanded, no good. Getting the rebound on offense is Barnett. She's not able to do anything with that second opportunity, so it's West Holmes back on offense now. Driving it down the court, putting it up, and no good is Allie McMillan. There's a scramble for it. It's the Devils who come up with it. They've got numbers. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity here. Up and swatted out of bounds. Good defense there on the part of Allie McMillan to swat that ball out of bounds. If Zanesville is going to, oh no, they say it was a foul. Okay. At first I thought it was just a clean swat out of bounds, but nope, that was indeed a foul. So that is Allie McMillan's first foul of the game, the second team foul for West Holmes. At the line is Osborne. Nice arc on that ball, and it hits the rim, hits the backboard, and bounces off. So no good on that first free throw attempt for Osborne. The back end of this 2-shot foul line trip is up, and it is no good. So 0 for 2 that time for Osborne. Keeps the score 7-7. West Holmes back on offense. Up the court, and having that one swatted away is Ella McMillan. And I do believe that was all ball that time. No foul, just out of bounds. West Holmes retains possession. Patterson on the inbounds. Gets it into Ella McMillan. McMillan trapped. She's able to get rid of it. Back to Patterson. Outside. That's a 3-shot. That is up, and that is no good for Melanie Fair. And it's the Blue Devils who ultimately end up with it. Taking it down, putting it up, putting it in. That's Jada Seafried, the 5'7" sophomore for 2. Timeout on the floor. The score, Zanesville 9, West Holmes 7. 4:38 left to play in the first quarter. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Back here in Zanesville, the score 9-7, Zanesville leading West Holmes 9-7. The player of the game is brought to you by Subway, located in the Sherwin-Williams Plaza on South Washington Street in Millersburg. That's Subway, where winners eat. Of course, we will have the player of the game for you after this game. But there's still plenty to play. 4:38 left to play here in the first quarter. West Holmes, after that timeout, comes out, and there's a press here by Zanesville. Able to beat the press are the Lady Knights. Up and having it swatted away are the Lady Knights. Out of bounds it goes. That was good defense there on the part of Kylie Osborne. able to get a mid on that and knock it out of bounds. West Holmes will inbound. That will be Patterson on the inbounds. Into Allie McMillan. Back it goes to Patterson. Patterson gets a pick, and then nice little pick and roll there. That works well
Great
for Ella
assist.
McMillan. Boy, I'll tell you what, Scott, that was textbook pick and roll. 9-9 the score. Candria Sowers bringing the ball up the floor now for the Devils. Putting it up and missing the shot. That's a rebound for Zaylee Schultz, who is checked into the game for the Knights. And not quite able to get control of that pass was Patterson, and Zanesville ends up with it. Jersey Drawn there playing the point. Back it goes to Drawn, who cuts inside, puts it up and in.
Number 24, Candria Sowers, great assist.
11-9. Zanesville back on top. That's Patterson. Being guarded very closely there by Drawn. Schultz. Over to Allie McMillan. Tries to bounce pass it into the paint. Lucky that wasn't picked off. Comes back, and that's an air ball for Allie McMillan. Zanesville back on offense now. And almost having it swatted away. Good job there on the part of Candria Sowers to get it back. Puts it up and in. That is Barnett. Alexis Barnett. What a good job there on the part of Candria Sowers to get control of that and then get it inside to Barnett. Up and in for two. And the bounce pass totally misses. Ella McMillan zigged when Allie McMillan thought she was going to zag. And that's what you get there, 13-9 the score. It's a Zanesville lead by 2 buckets.
And that's 4 turnovers for West Holmes. And this is something that haunted West Holmes in the second half against Ashland the other day. And I'm sure Coach Snyder is not happy with West Holmes with their unforced errors.
Sowers a little too high there for Kylie Osborne. And so out of bounds it goes, and it's going to come back to the Lady Knights on offense. 2:45 left to play in the first quarter. The score 13-9, Zanesville leading West Holmes. Crossover vehicle owners, there's a tire just for you. Stop by Holmes Tire LLC to see all-season Yokohama Geolandar G055. Contact Holmes Tire LLC in Millersburg, Spencer, Mount Vernon, and Loudonville. With the Lady Knights on offense. Driving it, kicking it out. That's a 3-ball that is up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Allie McMillan. Her first basket of the ball game makes it 13-12. It's a 1-point lead now for the Lady Devils. Bounce pass to the line, and nice little drive there for Barnett, just not able to finish. And Barnett touches it out of bounds, and so West Holmes will get this back. There's a 3 substitution event here. So 3 players check in for the Lady Knights. 3 will take a breather. And back they come on offense, bringing the ball up the floor. That is Keegan Uhl getting her first action of the ball game. Uhl, of course, with that great game against Ashland, especially in the second half. That's Schultz. Almost losing control of it. Able to get it back, though. Get it out to Neely Fair. Back it comes to Schultz. She drives a baseline, puts it up, and puts it in. Way to use the backboard there off the baseline drive on the part of Zaylee Schultz. Makes the score 14-13. West Holmes now with the lead.
Another sophomore for West Holmes.
That's an open look. That's not able to fall there for the Devils. That was Jersey Drawn on the shot. Offensive board. There's another 3-ball that's up, and that one is good. Can't give these guys too many opportunities like that. That's a 3-ball for Jada Seafried. Makes it 16-14. Good game here so far. Keegan Uhl drives it inside, kicks it outside. Wide open look. Up. Air ball for Zaylee Schultz. Out of bounds. That's the second foul on Melanie Fair, by the way. So something to watch out for. We still have 1:08 to play here in this first quarter, but that was a foul on Fair. So some early foul trouble here for the Knights. Sowers playing the point. Guarded by Uhl. Gets it over to Seafried. Seafried. Pass over to Drawn. Drawn on the wing. Over to the other wing. That is Sowers. Sowers looking for something to develop here, gets it inside to Barnett. Barnett tried to get it into Osborne. Nice little pickoff there on the part of Allie McMillan, who takes it down. Bounce pass over, shot up, shot good. That is a 2 for Uhl. Keegan Uhl's first 2 points, the 5'6" sophomore, ties the game at 16. 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drive up, no good, but fouled is Sowers. So Sowers will go to the line and shoot 2. That's the first foul on Uhl. But the 4th team foul on the West Holmes Lady Knights. So this will be Candria Sowers. She stands 5'5". She is a sophomore. For 2. That one up, no good. 1 for 5 so far are the Lady Knights at the, or the Lady Devils, excuse me, at the line. So I have to think that that's not something that the coaching staff for the Lady Devils is liking too much. As Sowers not able to convert on the back end. So it's 1 for 6 so far on the night for the Lady Devils. 15 seconds to play. Will West Holmes play for the last shot of the quarter? That's Allie McMillan. She drives it, kicks it outside. Passing up that 3 opportunity was Uhl, and she loses control of it. That's a swat away by the Devils. The possession arrow favors the Lady Knights, so it will stay on this end with 5.2 ticks left here in the opening stanza.
Yeah, I think Coach Snyder would probably like to have it be the last shot.
Inside and having it swatted away, but I do believe that is going to be a foul on Candria Sowers. And so that will be her first. That's actually the team's first as well. So Uhl will inbound again with 4.3 seconds left. On the baseline, that is up, and being fouled on the shot is Claire Reynolds.
Coach wasn't too happy about that, but looked like there was a little contact.
And that was a foul on Kylie Osborne. So after going foulless for most of this first quarter, there are 2 fouls in a span of about 3 seconds there for the Lady Devils, as not able to convert on the front end of this 2-shot trip is Claire Reynolds. Reynolds, who has 2 points so far, is a 5'7" senior. Reynolds' second shot is up, and that one falls. And that breaks the tie. It's 17-16, 2.8 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter, and the Devils will not get this off. So 17-16 is the score. The Lady Knights technically win that first quarter. It was a back-and-forth affair, but plenty more great basketball to come. This is girls high school basketball right here on WKLM.
This is Tim Meyer with ProMotion Therapy, where we understand that your health is important to you. That's why we have solutions for all your therapy needs. From a sports injury to recovery from a surgery or pain management, we will help you make a plan for the road to recovery. We are conveniently located on the south side of Millersburg at 1207 South Washington Street. Give us a call today to schedule an appointment and join the ProMotion Therapy family, promoting a better you.
When it comes to service of your farm equipment, your one-stop shop should be at Buckeye Farm and Garden. In their full-service garage, they can work on any construction tractor, farm equipment, or fleet service. And check out their shop for their selection of construction and farm equipment to rental equipment. Buckeye Farm and Garden will try to get you what you need to get the job done. Whether it's farm equipment, parts, or service, stop by Buckeye Farm and Garden, located off State Route 39 between Millersburg and Berlin. Check them out at BuckeyeFarmandGarden.com or call 674-0456. Buckeye Farm and Garden, your farm equipment connection.
Back here at Winland Gymnasium, the score 17-16. West Holmes leading Zanesville. It's Jeremy Scott and Scott Mellor. And we'll get to some first quarter stats here in just a second. But right now it is time to resume the action. It's Zanesville on offense to kick things off. And that is Riley McEwen who lost control of that one. And it will be West Holmes taking it. So turnover there by the Devils. West Holmes gets the take away. Reynolds gets it up to Patterson. And they're going to say Patterson was fouled. And
Kylie Osborne's second, it looks like.
That is correct, yes. So the Lady Knights were 2 for 5 from three-point land that first quarter. Zanesville, 1 for 1. 5 of 8 overall for field goals in terms of the West Holmes Lady Knights. 6 for 13 for the Lady Devils. Inbounds it comes. Outside. Taking it in the lane. Putting it up. Putting it in. That is Keegan Uhl for 2. Points 3 and 4 there for her. The score 19-16 now. West Holmes on top.
And even though she came off the bench, she is still hot from the other night, against Ashland on Saturday afternoon.
Barnett kicks it outside. Thinking about a three-pointer, passing it up is McEwen. Back it comes, cross court. That is Sowers. That is Snowdy, Brooklyn Snowdy. Back it comes to Sowers, being guarded by Patterson. Crossover dribble, kicks it outside. That's drawn. Good ball movement here on the part of the Devils. Barnett finds the open woman. She puts it up and not quite able to connect is Sowers. Rebounded by the Knights, and back come the West Holmes Lady Knights on offense. Allie McMillan over to Uhl. Uhl gets the call from the sideline. Over comes to Allie McMillan. Baseline drive. That's Uhl. Drives it inside, kicks it outside. From the wing, that's a three-point look. That's up, that's no good. That was Allie McMillan with a good look at it. Offensive rebound, put back up, put back good. Ella McMillan. She's got 6. The score, 21-16. West Holmes leading Zanesville. All kinds of offensive rebound opportunities there. They were finally able to put one back up and in there, Scott.
And that's a little bit of that West Holmes size advantage here in this first half. Doing a good job boxing out.
That's McEwen. She gets fouled on her way up, so Riley McEwen, the 5'5 sophomore, is going to go to the foul line. And that one is on Allie McMillan. And that is her second foul. 15th foul here in the first half for the West Holmes Lady Knights. And that seems to be something that they are going to need to watch as this half progresses. As McEwen puts it up and puts it in. So Riley McEwen gets her first point of the night.
Yeah, West Holmes does not want to get into a track meet with this Zanesville team. I've already seen that, and I think West Holmes, they are playing maybe a little more frantically than Coach Lindsey Snyder would like to see them play.
And the back end of this two-shot opportunity, no good for McEwen, so she's able to connect on one. The score 21-17 as West Holmes takes the ball back and then stealing the ball. That was a tip by Barnett. She was able to tip it over to her cohort, Seafried, and out of bounds it's going to go. Good hustle there on the part of West Holmes to get back on defense.
Yep, Keegan Uhl again. She is one of the quicker West Holmes players, and she got back and made sure that there was not a basket scored on that one.
That's Drawn, who will inbound it. She finds McEwen. I'm sorry, that's not McEwen. That is Brooklyn Snowdy, who puts it up, and that was off the backboard and then out of bounds, and it will be West Holmes ball.
West Holmes with that defensive rebound on the blocked shot.
That's Uhl. Finds Reynolds. Over to Ella McMillan, who drives the baseline. Kicks it back outside. That's a three look. That's up. That's short for Reynolds. And taking it is Drawn. She's met by Uhl at the top of the key. And they're going to call a foul there. They're going to get Ella McMillan with a foul, and she did not like that call. That's her first foul, but you can tell by her facial expression she disagreed with the striped shirt. As jersey Drawn is not able to connect on the first of two shots. The Troy Miller Agency with offices in Shreve and Berlin wish good luck to all the area high school basketball teams. They'll provide you with a quote for your home, auto, and farm insurance. Troy Miller Agency, a working team for all your insurance needs. As drawn is not able to connect on that one. Offensive board. However, this is going to be a backcourt violation, so it's going to come back to West Holmes. Just a little too strong. A few too many Wheaties this morning on that pass.
Mm-hmm. And 5 turnovers for each team after that one by the Blue Devils.
That's Melanie Fair. Over it comes to Ella McMillan. She puts it up. That's off the side of the backboard. I thought they may have blown the whistle on that, but they did not. They let them play through. Blue Devils end up with it, and back they come on offense. Passing up the 3 ball. Passing it across court to Seafried, who drives it inside, puts it up with the left hand, not able to connect, and it's a defensive rebound. Back come the Knights now.
Zaylee Schultz with that defensive rebound.
Cutting inside, putting it up, putting it in. That's Ella McMillan. She's got 8. The score is 23-17. West Holmes on top of Zanesville. 3:55 left to play in the first half. Don't forget, we have the player of the game brought to you by Subway, located in the Sherwin-Williams Plaza on South Washington Street in Millersburg. That's Subway, where winners eat. Of course, we will have that for you at the conclusion of this ball game. Sowers brings the ball up the court. Guarded by Fair. Over to Seafried. Seafried trying to direct some traffic. She's actually talking to her coaches as driving it up and not able to finish on that nice drive with Sowers. West Holmes ends up with it, and that's Ella McMillan. Brings it across the timeline. In the corner, Schultz. Over to Patterson. Patterson to Fair. Cross-court pass. That is back to Schultz. Thought about a 3, did not take the 3. Instead, drives it and gets fouled. And that'll be the first on Riley McEwen. The team's 4th for the Blue Devils, so not quite in shooting territory just yet. As inbounds it comes. Inside, left hand, good. Melanie Fair, her first bucket of the evening, 25-17. West Holmes expands its lead.
Yeah, she took that ball to the hoop really well. Sorely needed point for the Knights. Somebody else stepping up and contributing.
That's McEwen. Over to Seafried on the wing. Back inside it comes to McEwen. She's not able to connect, and that's a rebound for Neely Fair. And Fair's called for a travel. So, just as soon as you thought West Holmes might have a chance at a double-digit lead, they travel. And so it's going to remain on this end of the floor. Zanesville will keep it.
Timeout, Lady Devils, 30 seconds, their first.
And that'll be a timeout being called by Zanesville. So with the score 25-17, West Holmes over Zanesville. 2:34 left to play, 2:39 left to play in the first half. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
Are you tired of wasting money on your home energy bills? Let Home Siding Contractors show you just how affordable replacing your windows can be. Provia has developed a reputation within the vinyl replacement window industry for having the best features and options. The Provia Endure and Aspect windows are as stunningly beautiful as they are energy efficient, and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up your free in-home evaluation by calling 888-725-6619.
Home Siding Contractors.
25-17 the score here in Zanesville. West Holmes with the lead over the Lady Devils. Jeremy Scott Mellower. And Zanesville has it on offense after the travel by West Holmes. That's Sowers being guarded by Reynolds. Inside, they tried to get it to Barnett, but it was stolen by West Holmes. Back they come on offense. It's 1-on-2. And keeping it outside, they're going to pull up are the Lady Knights, and that's wise because they did not have numbers, but there is a foul, and that foul on Candria Sowers is going to be her 2nd and the team's 5th. So we're slowly approaching that 1-and-1 territory.
West Holmes doing a good job doubling up on Barnett down low.
Allie McMillan bounces it to the elbow. That is Schultz. She gets it outside. Outside, that's fair. Fair with the drive, fair with the shot, fair with the travel. Couldn't tell which way that was going to go, if it was going to be called a walk or a foul. And the Zebras say walk. So 25-17 the score, just under 2 minutes to play. 1:57 and winding on this first half clock. Sowers, guarded by Reynolds. Gets it over to Seafried. Back to Sowers. Taking their time here are the Devils, trying to let something to develop. Driving it inside, kicking it outside. That's a wide open look. That is up. That is no good for Seafried. And Zanesville ends up with it again. Seafried spins, shoots, gets fouled. Jada Seafried set to go to the line for the first time tonight. And that foul on West Holmes is on number 14, Ella McMillan. Her second of the night, the team's seventh, but that was a shooting situation, so Seafried will go to the line for a straight 2. Seafried's first shot is up, and Seafried's first shot sinks. She has 6 points on the night, does the 5'7" sophomore Seafried. Into the game for West Holmes is Uhl. Taking a seat will be Ella McMillan. Probably not coincidentally either with that foul trouble. Seafried's second shot is up, and that one falls as well. So 2 for 2 from the line. That trip is Jada Seafried. She cuts it to a 6-point West Holmes lead, 25-19, 1:15 and winding on this first half clock. That's Reynolds. Reynolds tries to get it inside. It's taken away by the Blue Devils. Back they come on offense. Sowers taking it down. She's going to decide not to try the coast-to-coast deal, and that's going to be tipped and stolen away by Allie McMillan, who pulls up, takes a shot. She's short. She gets her offensive rebound, kicks it outside. 3 look up. 3 look good. Keegan Uhl for 3. 28-19. West Holmes has a 9-point advantage. Sowers with 37 seconds left, trying to manufacture here for the Blue Devils. Over it comes to Seafried, who's going to drive it, and not quite connect on that one. Offensive rebound for Barnett does not fall on the putback opportunity. And now West Holmes could play for the last shot if they want to. Taking their time are the Lady Knights. Kicking it outside, that's Melanie Fair with a look. She has a wide open lane to the basket, and it is an 11-point advantage right now for the West Holmes Lady Knights as the timer dings, and this will not count if it goes. 30-19 the score. The West Holmes Lady Knights with a flurry there at the end of the first half, and we'll be back to recap everything right here. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
Sally, you need a root canal. Traveling, you need your wisdom teeth out. Traveling, you need braces. Traveling, you need a dental implant. Traveling, you need your teeth cleaned. Traveling! That's it, happy feet. You're benched until you start going to Dr. Welsh for your dental care. Quit traveling so much.
Yes, Coach. I'll check out their website at www.drbradwelsh.com and give them a call at 330-674-4876.
Good luck to all area winter sports teams.
Hi, this is Kevin Multrich. As former West Holmes High School graduate, player, and coach, I understand what hometown is all about. That's why I'm excited to be part of a great sales team here at your hometown dealership, Village Motors in Millersburg. As a husband and father of 3, it's important to find a vehicle that's a right fit for your family. No one can do better than Village Motors. So next time you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, stop by and see me, Kevin Multrich, at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Come experience the Premier Pharmacy difference. Hi, this is Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy in Berlin, and now also in Millersburg inside Rody's IGA. We're here to fulfill all of your prescription and immunization needs. Don't wait for your next doctor visit to start experiencing the difference of an independent community pharmacy. Just stop in or call and we will transfer your active prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Premier Pharmacy in Berlin and Millersburg, your community pharmacy.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Call Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg, offering ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Call today for prices and delivery options of ready-mix concrete at 674-0865 or sand and gravel at 674-8121. That's Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg, a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
Are you having ongoing issues with your flat or low slope roof? MEB Systems of Sugar Creek specializes in flat or low slope roofs and has been serving the community and beyond since 1977. Whether it's tracking down or resolving a persistent leak, you are in need of a complete roof replacement, or you have a new build, MEB Systems will strive to find the best solution for you. They believe if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems Incorporated today at 330-852-4333 and visit them online at mebsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all Holmes County athletes a safe and healthy season.
Fox's Pizza Den in Millersburg is looking for smiling faces to join their team. Day shifts are available 6 to 7 hours per day, 6 days a week. Successful candidates will need the following skills: the ability to work as a team, self-motivated, dependable, customer-focused, and able to follow directions with limited supervision. If you are interested, stop by the store at 42 North Grant Street to pick up an application. Fox's Pizza Den is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes. It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Call Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg, offering ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Call today for prices and delivery options of ready-mix concrete at 674-0865 or sand and gravel at 674-8121. That's Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg, a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
They just shot the
1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 of 2.
1 of 2. Back here in Zanesville, where the score is 30-19, it's the West Holmes Lady Knights leading the Zanesville Lady Devils. Jeremy Scott alongside Scott Mellor, and if you heard us calculating stats, that's because that's what we've been doing since last we spoke to you. So I will go ahead and I will give you the rundown of how we got to 30-19. First off, for the West Holmes Lady Knights, leading the way in scoring, Ella McMillan with 8. Right behind her, Keegan Uhl. As Scott mentioned a little earlier, she is still feeling the heat from the Ashland game. She has 7 points. Behind Keegan Uhl, you have a lot of players with 3 points. However, Melanie Fair has 4. Now the players with 3, Kinsey Patterson, Allie McMillan, Claire Reynolds, and contributing 2 of her own, Zaylee Schultz. Now for the Zanesville Lady Devils, leading the way by far, Jada Seafried, the 5'7" sophomore. She has 7 points, including 2 of 2 from the foul line. The foul line is something we're going to talk about momentarily. Behind her, Alexis Barnett, the 6'1" senior. She is the lady in the middle. She has got 5. And then with 2 points apiece, Candria Sowers, Kylie Osborne, and jersey drawn with a free throw is Riley McEwen. And we're going to get to the team stats here in just a moment, Scott. But right now, the story of the game for West Holmes, the foul trouble. However, that doesn't do you any good if you're the Zanesville Lady Devils. If you can't do anything with it, they are 4 of 12 from the line. And I'm no mathematician, but that is 1 out of 3, and that's 33% from the foul line. That's not going to get it done.
Yeah, and even though I don't think Coach Snyder would like for her team to foul as much or get into that foul trouble, if her scouting report had anything, and I'm not sure what Zanesville has shot from the line so far this season, but if you're putting them on the line and they're not hitting, and if they're only able to hit 4 out of 12, then maybe it's to West Holmes' advantage. Of course, you have to watch for a foul, some foul trouble for any one of the maybe West Holmes starters. But no, I think Coach Snyder from West Holmes will be happy with the results of that first half. And even though they're putting them on the line, the fact that they're missing them, and then West Holmes has been able to come up with a lot of those defensive rebounds after the missed free throws.
And speaking of scoring, stay tuned immediately following the game for High School Scoreboard on WKLM, brought to you by Village Motors. We'll be reporting on all the scores from around the area all the way till midnight. So now that we've gone through these individual scoring stats, Scott, what do you have in terms of team
All right, with West Holmes leading 30-19 over Zanesville. From beyond the arc, West Holmes was 3 of 8 for 38%, while the Devils were 1 of 2 for 50% from beyond the arc. In good old-fashioned two-point field goals, West Holmes hit 10 of 15 for 67%, while the Zanesville Lady Devils were 6 of 19 for 32%. Most of those two-point field goals came in the first quarter, so West Holmes was able to shut them down in that second quarter on two-point field goals. From the free throw line, West Holmes went to the free throw line just twice, hit one of those for 50%, while again, we've already talked about it, Zanesville 4 of 12 for 33%. In rebounding, West Holmes had a slight edge in rebounding. They out-rebounded the Devils 17-14. And in turnovers, West Holmes had 8 turnovers, Zanesville 7. So that was pretty even in the first half this evening.
Between the free throw shooting and the regular, as you said, regular good old-fashioned two-point field goal shooting for Zanesville, it has not been their finest hour.
No, and they just hit that 1 of 2, and that might have been one of the first points of the game, that three-pointer. But West Holmes has done a pretty good job shutting them down. They sent them to the free throw line a few times in that second quarter, but again, they did not hit a single two-point field goal, meaning those in and around the basket, typically. From the arc in that second quarter, and that is a striking stat. Knowing that West Holmes, they were able to come out in that second quarter and maybe not throw the ball over quite so much as they might have in that first quarter. I think they got into maybe the energy that Zanesville was exuding in that first half, trying to get the ball, pushing it up the floor. West Holmes maybe tried to do a little bit of that on their own. I think in West Holmes' case, they need to slow it down on their offensive end and continue to play the great defense that they're playing on the defensive end.
It's been a team effort so far for the West Holmes Lady Knights, and so we will have many candidates for our Player of the Game. The Player of the Game brought to you by Subway, located in the Sherwin-Williams Plaza on South Washington Street in Millersburg. That's Subway, where winners eat. Of course, we'll have that for you at the conclusion of this one, but we've got a whole other half of basketball to play. The score, West Holmes 30, Zanesville 19. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
Proud to serve all your real estate and auction needs, RES Auction Services and HER Realtors have been a locally and independently owned real estate and auction company for over 40 years. At HER Realtors, the selling market is strong. If you give them the listings, including property listings, they have the buyers. Contact HER Realtors at 674-7610, on the web at herrealtors.com, or RES Auction Services at 833-765-3737, and on the web at res.bid. Located on Glen Drive in Millersburg, making a difference one sale at a time.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Back here getting set for the second half of action, Jeremy Scott and Scott Mellor for all your furnaces and generator needs this winter. Contact MRE Services in Baltic at 330-897-4869. MRE Services, heating, cooling, and electrical. It will be West Holmes getting the ball to start this second half of play. It'll be fair inbounding to Allie McMillan. And away we go with the second half of action here at Winland Gymnasium in Zanesville. And that is McMillan. And trying to steal it and doing a good job of saving it from going out of bounds was that Zanesville Blue Devils player Candria Sowers. However, she wasn't able to get it to one of her teammates. She got it to West Holmes, and in and out for Melanie Fair it goes, and back come the Devils on offense. Well, that traveled all around the world, just didn't quite go in. And that's drawn. Over it comes to Seafried. She tries a three, and she's not able to get that three. Rebound by Barnett. Barnett, a bounce pass, and not able to handle that pass is Kylie Osborne. Back it comes to West Holmes. For your last-minute Christmas shopping needs, stop by the jewelry store with a great selection of diamond earrings, pendants, necklaces, and rings, along with Bella Cavo bracelets and more. That's the jewelry store, 97 West Jackson Street in Millersburg. On offense are the Knights. That's Ella McMillan who handles. Gets it over to Fair. Fair almost walked with it, does walk with it. That's going to be a travel. Yeah, that was about 3 steps there. About a half step too many.
Yeah, and that's West Holmes' 9th turnover, and Coach Snyder's not going to be happy with that.
So, Sowers controls for the Lady Devils. 30-19 the score. There's a steal. That's taken away by Ella McMillan. Back come the Knights on offense. McMillan, up ahead it comes. Up and no good on that shot. And there's a jump ball. That possession arrow is going to favor the Devils. Boy, I'll tell you what, they did everything right, did West Holmes, except get that to fall. That was Kinsey Patterson, who just wasn't able to quite knock it down. So it'll be Sowers to bring the ball up the floor now for the Devils. She'll pull out. Over to Osborne. Barnett on the line. Barnett is going to be called for a travel. Good job. That was a defensive-induced travel there on the part of the Lady Knights. That was a good job there, especially by, I do believe that was Melanie Fair, reaching in and causing that Barnett travel. McMillan. Over to McMillan. Allie to Ella. Back to Allie. Outside to Ella McMillan. She'll tip it over to Fair, who gets it taken away from her. That's Morgan up ahead. And Morgan is going to have it knocked out of bounds. Good job by Allie McMillan to get back on defense. Cammie Morgan had what looked to be a wide open path to the bucket, but...
Yeah, Allie McMillan, very, very quick. She is a forward on the West Holmes Lady Knights soccer team, and she definitely has the quickness and has that defensive mentality for basketball.
Up it goes and rims out, but it will be a 2-shot opportunity forthcoming for Jersey drawn after that foul on the part of Allie McMillan. And that is McMillan's 3rd foul. So 2 more and she's out of here. I have to wonder if Coach Snyder is going to be making any substitutions here. Up and good on that first free throw attempt for Drawn. That is 1 of 3 from the line now for Jersey Drawn. 30-20 the score, 5:56 to go in this 3rd quarter. That's drawn up and Drawn gets it to fall. So 2 of 2 from the line. It is now a single-digit game, 30-21 in favor of West Holmes. Half-court press here. Getting it up ahead and able to beat that press are the Knights. Outside shot, that is an air ball, but there to get it on the offensive glass is Patterson, and it's going to remain at this end, West Holmes ball. Stay tuned immediately following the game for High School Scoreboard on WKLM, brought to you by Village Motors. We'll be reporting on all the scores from around the area all the way till midnight. At the top. Movement here by West Holmes. Pump fake up and good.
Melanie Fair.
That is Melanie Fair for 2 indeed, and that makes the score 32-21. It is back to an 11-point lead. That's where we started this 3rd quarter. Underneath, that is up and with the underhanded shot, no good for Sowers. 3-point look, that doesn't fall. Claire Reynolds had a good look at that, just wasn't able to get it to go.
For the Lady Knights, number 10, Keegan Cole.
And a couple of substitutions are made. That'll let us remind you the player of the game will be brought to you by Subway, located in the Sherwin-Williams Plaza on South Washington Street in Millersburg. That's Subway, where winners eat. Sowers kicks it out. Seafried dribbles it around. Finds Osborne. Cross-court pass, wide open look. 3-shot up, 3-shot short. And that was Sowers. Rebounded by the Lady Knights, and back they come. Allie McMillan. Bounce pass inside. And almost having it taken away. It is taken away. It's the Knights who give that one away and then take it right back. So Kylie Osborne stole it, but then she gave it right back to West Holmes, and the Knights are back on offense, taking it coast to coast and not able to get it to fall. That was Ella McMillan. However, Zaylee Schultz was there to clean it up and put it in for 2. It is a 13-point advantage, 34-21, with 4:06 left to play in the third quarter. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
Millersburg Electric is your hometown holiday shopping headquarters with great gifts for Dad, including the new Weber Grill with the Weber Connect Wi-Fi temperature monitor system with step-by-step assistance for the ultimate grilling experience. A great family gift is the LG Smart TV with screen sizes from 32 to extra large 86-inch, including the 65-inch OLED, offering the clearest picture and the most vibrant colors available. Not sure what to get that special person? Give them a Millersburg Electric gift card. Millersburg Electric, appliances and much more on State Route 83 South or MillersburgElectric.com.
34-21 the score here at Winland Gymnasium. West Holmes leading Zanesville. Hey, from now through December 23rd, you'll receive a $15 gift card for every $100 spent across qualifying products at Kime in Charm, Ohio. Jeremy Scott alongside Scott Miller, and you just shared an interesting statistic with me as it pertains to rebounds.
In her time, she came in off the bench. Zaylee Schultz, she now has 5 rebounds, and she is 2 for 2 from 2-point range.
So the score 34-21. It is a 13-point lead. We started this quarter at 30-19, so West Holmes has actually expanded its lead by 2. As the Lady Devils had some time to talk that over, interesting to see what Jeff Moore, coach for Zanesville, had to say to his girls during that timeout. That's Seafried. Over to Sowers. Sowers is called for a double dribble.
That's their 12th turnover. Yeah, West Holmes doing a great job. It looks like it's a kind of a matchup, man-to-man. And they're doing a great job on defense.
McMillan. Over it comes to Schultz. Schultz, pump fake. Gets it outside. It's Allie McMillan. Outside to Uhl. A lot of ball movement here for West Holmes and having it knocked out of bounds. Good job there. Good defense on Alexis Barnett's part. I'll tell you, Zaylee Schultz was feeling it. She had a full head of steam going to the bucket, but Alexis Barnett, the 6'1 senior, was there to say, I don't think so, and out of bounds it goes, and it'll be West Holmes' ball underneath the hoop. And almost having it taken away, but good job there on the part of West Holmes to get back on offense and get that ball up and in. Melanie Fair for 2. She has 8 points, 36-21. Another lead expansion here for the Lady Knights.
Great court awareness by Melanie Fair.
That's drawn. She tries to get it up and in. No good there. That's taken down by Fair. Fair, up ahead it comes, and knocked out of bounds by Sowers, so it'll remain West Holmes' ball. Give a gift of value that'll be used and appreciated this Christmas. Starbright Express Car Wash gift cards and Southside Quick Lube gift certificates provide perfect stocking stuffers that everyone can use. 2:49 to play in the third quarter. 36-21 the score. West Holmes leading Zanesville. As West Holmes will inbound it. They break the stack. Patterson controls. She's guarded by McCune. That's Uhl. Over to the wing. Reynolds kicks it back outside. To Uhl. Uhl drives it. And trying the wraparound pass there, not quite able to get it around Candria Sowers, was Kinsey Patterson, and it remains West Holmes' ball. Inbounds it comes. There's the shot from the elbow. That's up and good. Keegan Uhl with her 9th point of the ball game. 38-21, 17-point advantage for West Holmes.
She's now 3 for 3 from the field.
Continuing to ride that hot hand. It started in Ashland.
Actually, that's 4 for 4 if you count the three-pointer that she had.
And there's a steal by Uhl, almost. And loose ball taken by Zanesville. From the short corner, that's up. That's no good. Rebounded by West Holmes. Zaylee Schultz on that rebound. And she decides to let Uhl run this offense. And they were waiting for it to go out of bounds. It never quite did, so that's a steal by Zanesville. Pulling up and not able to get it to fall was Sowers. Over to McEwen. McEwen inside to Barnett. Nice look, no good. Taken back by West Holmes. That's Patterson. Wide open look from the wing. That is up. That is a 3 ball for Claire Reynolds. And that for Reynolds is her 6th point of the ball game. So she doubles her stats there in the scoring column. Makes it 41-21 and is now a 20-point lead for the West Holmes Lady Knights. Sowers up, Sowers good. Cuts it right back to 18. 41-23, 45 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Uhl out to Reynolds. Reynolds over to Patterson. Bounce pass inside and not able to corral it were the Knights, and back come the Devils on offense now. Taking it down and not able to lay it up and in was Sowers. And West Holmes gets it back, then Sowers from behind pokes it away. Good defense there on the part of Candria Sowers. She puts it back up, and that is short, and that will go out of bounds and belong to West Holmes once again. I tell you what, if Zanesville ends up losing this game, it's not for a lack of effort on the part of Candria Sowers. She is playing her heart out, even with this big deficit, so kudos to her for that. And don't let your home be without power. Call Holmesville Electric, your local Generac automatic standby generator dealer. Holmesville Electric has factory-certified technicians and carries a full line of parts and service kits for all your Generac needs. Call today, 330-279-4522. And that was a shot by Ella McMillan. That was up and good, so 2 more for Ella McMillan. She's got 10, and that is the end of the third quarter with the score 43-23. West Holmes over Zanesville. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes of regulation. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
You can now shop True Value Hardware at Holmes Lumber in Millersburg. In fact, it's the only True Value store in Holmes County. They have added literally thousands of items to their inventory, including Easy Care paint, making it easy for you to find everything you need for your next project. Holmes Lumber is located on State Route 39 between Millersburg and Berlin. Behind every project is a True Value.
43-23 the score at Winland Gymnasium, getting set for the fourth quarter of play. Jeremy Scott alongside Scott Mellor. Stay tuned immediately following the game for High School Scoreboard on WKLM, brought to you by Village Motors. We will have all the scores from around the area all the way till midnight, courtesy of Village Motors. And so, with that being said, right now for the West Holmes Lady Knights, Ella McMillan is in double digits. She has 10. And right now she is the leading scorer. Right behind her, Keegan Uhl with 9. And it'll be West Holmes to bring this ball out of bounds and get the first crack at some points here in the fourth quarter. Inbounding it will be Ella McMillan. We're all set for play, and here we go with this final stanza in Zanesville. Over it comes to Neely Fair, who gets it over to Allie McMillan. To Norman, Casey Norman in the game. First time we've called her name all night. And driving it and having it knocked out of bounds was Claire Reynolds. She tried to make that hard pass, but it was knocked out of bounds. And in that third quarter, West Holmes 1 of 3 from the three-point line. 0 of 2 for Zanesville in that regard. Only 1 of 7 shooting for Zanesville as well in terms of regular field goals. 5 for 9 for West Holmes. 9 rebounds for West Holmes to 6 for Zanesville. 7 turnovers to 6 for Zanesville. And knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go off of West Holmes and go back to Zanesville. So 26 seconds gone by. No points there on West Holmes' first possession of this fourth quarter. Barnett over to the corner. That's Seafried who controls. To McEwen. Passes up the 3 ball. McEwen back to Seafried. And there's a cross-court pass. That is back to McEwen. McEwen takes it inside. And they're going to get a foul on West Holmes for a push. And that one's on Casey Norman, who just again checked into the game. She's the 5'11 junior. And she's already picked up her first foul.
Yeah, West Holmes just very slowly pulled away from Zanesville there in that third quarter. Went from that 11-point lead to 20 points in 8 minutes.
And there's a drive, and that's no good. Offensive rebound. McEwen gets it back and puts it in. Riley McEwen has 3 points. And that makes the score 43-25. West Holmes still with that 18-point advantage. 6:45 and winding on this fourth quarter clock. And there's a steal. And it's taken away by Jada Seafried. So Seafried intercepts that pass, and the Blue Devils are back on offense. Seafried. Driving it, putting it up, and no good. That's Kylie Osborne, rebounded by West Holmes, and it's going to be Ella McMillan bringing it down and getting it across the timeline for the Lady Knights. She's met by Osborne. Over to Allie McMillan. McMillan outside to Reynolds. Reynolds loses control of it, and there's a scramble for that loose ball. West Holmes keeps it. Norman. Outside, that's a 3 look. That's no good. And they're going to get a foul. And that will be a foul on Allie McMillan. And that's her 4th foul. Allie McMillan, 1 away, Scott. And right on cue, she is substituted out. And that will be Melanie Fair checking back into the ball game as McMillan will sit with her 4 fouls.
Yeah, sometimes she does get a little over-aggressive on her defense. Sophomore player, future for West Holmes. But again, coach knows that, you can leave them in just so long.
Yep. But that aggression, I would rather have a player be a little bit too aggressive than have to try to motivate them to be aggressive.
Absolutely.
There's a 3 look. That's up, and that's off the rim into the hands of West Holmes' McMillan, Ella McMillan. And she gets it down, gives it up to Fair. And taken away by the Lady Devils. Jada Seafried on the steal. 2-on-1 opportunity here. She's got it up, it's no good. Offensive board there. Back up and getting fouled on her way up is Sowers. So Candria Sowers will head to the line for 2 free throws. She's 0 for 2 from the charity stripe here tonight. That foul on Neely Fair. That is her first and the team's 4th here in this second half. As Sowers tries to cut into this 18-point West Holmes lead. Not able to do so there. All this month, buy 1 month of unlimited tanning and share it with a friend, and buy 5 tanning passes and get 2 free at the Beach Club Tanning Salon in Millersburg and Berlin. Sowers with 4 points here on the evening is able to get that one to go. And it's 43-26 now in favor of West Holmes. Under 5 minutes to play. Norman able to keep it from being stolen. Fair. Steal. Stolen. This is a fast break opportunity here. There is nobody between the bucket and Kylie Osborne, who puts it up and in for 2. 43-28 is the score It is a full timeout with 4:37 to play in the fourth quarter. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
To stay as warm as possible, you add an extra layer. It's the same when it comes to your windows. MRV Siding Supply has Provia triple pane windows, providing an extra layer of insulation. MRV Siding Supply also has Provia Signet fiberglass doors with a foam-filled solid core Energy Star rated. MRV Siding Supply, Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, PA. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
4:37 left in regulation. The score, 43-28. West Holmes leads Zanesville. Jeremy Scott and Mellor. For all your furnaces and generator needs this winter, contact MRE Services in Baltic, 330-897-4869. MRE Services, heating, cooling, and electrical. So it's down to a 15-point lead for West Holmes, and I say down to a 15-point lead because at one point it was 20. Obviously, West Holmes still pretty comfortable, but I have a feeling that Coach Snyder said, hey, we need to calm it down just a little bit because they were getting a little bit too loosey-goosey with some of their passing, I noticed.
Well, and you know, she did put in a couple subs there at the beginning of this fourth quarter, and you know, sometimes those players that haven't been into these still tense game situations maybe make some passes that they shouldn't have done, but she's sticking with most of those players, and we'll have to see after that turnover.
Well, that full court press worked there for Zanesville.
Yep.
So they're obviously in, I don't want to say desperation mode, but heavy aggression mode now, being down 15 with 4:34 left to play in regulation. So inbounds it comes. That is Sowers. Sowers guarded by Woods. Cross-court pass to McEwen. Outside it comes. Three look, no good. That's a air ball for Drawn. McEwen able to save it, but wasn't able to get it to Kylie Osborne. Osborne was airborne when McEwen tried to get it to her, and so out of bounds it goes, and it's West Holmes' ball again. But you have to think Zanesville will try and press here again. They had good success with it the first time around. There you go. That's the pass that you were looking for the first time around. Up and good. Keegan Uhl has her 11th point of the evening. 45-28 the score. Stay tuned immediately following the game for High School Scoreboard on WKLM. Brought to you by Village Motors. We'll have scores from all around the area all the way till midnight. Shot no good for Zanesville. They get the offensive board. Shot up from the short corner. That one falls for Sowers. Candria Sowers now. She has 9 points on the evening. 45-30 the score. Back to a 15-point lead for West Holmes. Able to beat the press once again. Uhl. Pulls up. Gets it outside to Norman. Norman with the pass. Almost taken away. Woods able to save it. Woods over to Fair. Fair has it to Schultz. Schultz pivots. Schultz pumps. Schultz has it stolen on the pass. That's Jada Seafried with the steal. 3:20 and winding on this fourth quarter clock. Drawn has it. Tries to use the backboard, but to no avail. Rebounded by Schultz. They lay off the press this time, do the Lady Devils. Over to Woods. Woods back to Uhl. There is no need for West Holmes to rush any shots here. Under 3 minutes to play and up 15.
Yeah, and if they just hold the ball out in the back court, they really don't have to do anything.
Bounce pass over to Woods, no good. Short, taken by Zanesville. They have a woman down there, and getting fouled on her way up is Osborne. So Osborne's going to go to the line to shoot two because of that foul. I think that may have been a productive foul because instead of giving her an easy look at the bucket, you're going to make her earn two instead. And that was a heads-up play by Keegan Uhl. So Kylie Osborne will go to the line. She's 0 for 2 there tonight. Osborne's first shot is up, and it falls. Stop by Buckeye Farm and Garden for your farming and construction needs across from Holmes Lumber off State Route 39 and at BuckeyeFarmandGarden.com. Osborne's second free throw is up, and that unconventional style works for her there, Scott. She's 2 of 2 from the line there.
Each one of her shots has looked good, She now has 2 of 4.
Well, should say she's 2 of 4, but she was 2 for 2 on that trip there. As there's
Correct.
a timeout on the floor. 45-32 the score. 2:38 to play here in the fourth quarter. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
The Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway means a lot of new subs just in time for footlong season, like the new Baja Steak and Jack, made with the new juicy and thicker shaved steak, new pepper jack cheese, and the new smoky Baja Chipotle sauce, and the new All-American Club, made with the new mouth-watering oven-roasted turkey, new Black Forest ham, and new hickory smoked bacon. There's also the new Turkey Califresh with smashed avocado, and so much more. Come in today for the Eat Fresh Refresh, only at Subway.
2:38 to play in the fourth quarter. 45-32 the score. West Holmes leading Zanesville. Hey, real quick, a big shout out to everybody helping to make this broadcast happen, from Claxon Communications, Casey Claxon and Emma Merriman, and back at Studio Central, WKLM's Donnie Norris. Appreciate everybody helping to make this broadcast happen. Jeremy Scott alongside Scott Mellor here at Winland Gymnasium in Zanesville with 2:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. West Holmes has the ball on offense, and they lead by 13. That is Uhl who controls it. She is guarded very closely by Drawn. Drawn gets it, and she's going to get fouled. That's going to be a foul on Uhl. And that's her third, the team's sixth.
A lot of young players on the court for West Holmes right now. In fact, I think all underclassmen.
And that's Drawn. Drawn on the drive, no good. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Zanesville. So Zanesville will keep control. 2:13 now to play. 45-32 the score. Zanesville is going to have to make a lot happen in not a lot of time if they are going to catch up to the West Holmes Lady Knights. Inbounds it comes. Outside it goes. 3 ball. Good. That's Jada Seafried for 3. And it's a 10-point advantage now, 45-35. Making it interesting are the Zanesville Lady Devils with under 2 minutes to play. Uhl trying to get it across the timeline. And they're going to get Jersey Drawn for a foul. Boy, she was excited. She thought she had that steal, but the referee saw it differently. And that's actually the first team foul of the second half. And that's with all these minutes gone by, only a minute 54 left to play in regulation. So good discipline by Zanesville as Uhl controls. Uhl, bounce pass over to Norman. And Coach Snyder wants to talk things over just a little bit. We'll just go ahead and take this timeout with him with 1:43 left to play in regulation. 45-35 the score. West Holmes leads Zanesville. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
Since 1991, the Holmes County Education Foundation has awarded more than $9 million in scholarships to residents pursuing higher education. Scholarships for the 2021-2022 academic year will be available on our website at www.hcef.net starting in January. Holmes County residents and Holmes County high school graduating seniors may apply.
The score, 45-35, 1:43 to play in regulation. Jeremy Scott with Scott Mellor. West Holmes looking to finish this one off, but Zanesville's not making it easy on them. They've cut into this lead. At one point, this lead was over 20 points. That is Schultz who controls for the Lady Knights. Schultz pivots, finds Uhl. Uhl is guarded by Seafried. Inside pass, poked away, loose ball, scramble for the loose ball. Jump ball, possession arrow will favor West Holmes. So we'll keep it at this end of the floor with 1:13 to go now. West Holmes just looking to play a little ball control here and doing a good job of it so far. They've let about 30 seconds go by since the last whistle. So that's what you want to do. Just cut into that time. Right now, time is your friend if you are the Lady Knights.
Yeah, they really don't need to encroach up on the basket at all. Just hold it out, let Zanesville foul, and Zanesville has 5 to give, at least 5, maybe 6.
And you don't want to do that if you're West Holmes. And that's going to be a Zanesville foul. And that is Riley McEwen who's called for the foul. Again, only the second team foul of the half. So, as you said, Scott, a lot of ground to make up. And they're going to get another foul right now. So, here come the fouls. This is going to be a barrage of whistles, I have a feeling. Every time the ball is inbounded, expect a whistle.
Last 53 seconds, maybe 2 minutes of, of actual time. So, we shall see.
Inbounding will be Uhl, looking for someone to get it into. She gets it in. And able to keep it away from Zanesville, and you're not getting the barrage of whistles we thought we'd get as Zanesville pokes it out of bounds. Maybe they're kind of realizing that this one is in the bag for West Holmes.
And, you know, we've got to give Coach Snyder some credit. She's going to go with those younger underclassmen.
And that's an offensive foul. Offensive foul on West Holmes.
And a turnover for the Knights.
And that one is going to be on Neely Fair, her second.
That's 23 turnovers for West Holmes. I'm sure that's going to be one of the stats that Coach Snyder will not be happy with.
No good on the layup. Sowers can't get it to go. And that will be a foul on Zanesville. I do believe that will be Riley McEwen again. Yep. And that's McEwen's fourth, and it's also the team's fourth. So 33.2 seconds to go in regulation. West Holmes gets it in. Uhl gets it across the timeline to Norman. Norman has it knocked out of bounds by Osborne. Still West Holmes ball. After the game, we will have that Subway player of the game, as there's that whistle, and they're going to get another offensive foul on West Holmes. And again, it's Neely Fair, her third, team's eighth. Back come the Blue Devils on offense. Shot up and no good. Putback opportunity, no good. And a foul. That'll be the team's fifth. And Osborne on the foul. And that's her third. And so, with 17.8 ticks to go, 10-point advantage here, West Holmes seems to be on a good course towards 8-1 on the season. And there's the outlet pass that Uhl is not quite able to control. And she has her head in her hands because you're not going to get many easier ones than that. Oh, they actually got Uhl with a foul. And that's the team's ninth foul. So she lost control of it, and they got her for a foul. I guess as she was trying to retrieve it, they're going to say that she collided with Jersey Drawn, who's going to go to the line, and Zanesville is in the bonus now. So it's all cosmetic at this point, but this might end up a single-digit victory for West Holmes after they had over 20 points worth of a lead at one point there in the second half. Drawn's first shot is up, and no good. And I misspoke. They are not in the bonus. I thought that they were, but that was a 1-and-1. So, no good on that shot. It was drawn. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. And a lot of slop here at the end, Scott.
Yep.
As Zanesville gets it in, 5 seconds to go. McEwen over to Osborne. She puts it up. No good. Foul on West Holmes. We're under a second to go. 0.9 seconds left on the clock. And there's a shooting foul, and Kylie Osborne's going to get an opportunity to make this, indeed, a single-digit victory for West Holmes, who will, indeed, move to 8-1 on the season. Zanesville will fall to 6-3. Osborne's first shot, no good. And this will be Zanesville's last chance to make this a single-digit win for West Holmes. Osborne's shot is up, and it does not fall either. And that will do it. That's the end of the ball game. West Holmes had a bigger lead at one point, but a W is a W. They take this one 45-35 over the Zanesville Lady Devils. West Holmes moves to 8-1 on the year. Zanesville falls to 6-3. We'll tally up our stats and be back with all of them. This is girls high school basketball on WKLM.
Hi, this is Kevin Multrich. As former West Holmes High School graduate, player, and coach, I understand what hometown is all about. That's why I'm excited to be part of a great sales team here at your hometown dealership, Village Motors in Millersburg. As a husband and father of 3, it's important to find a vehicle that's a right fit for your family. No one can do better than Village Motors. So next time you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, stop by and see me, Kevin Multrich, at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Come to the Coppin Realty and Auctions live auction with online bidding on Tuesday, December 21st at 4 p.m. This auction has half cents, large cents, Indian head cents, Lincoln cent bag of 5,000 wheat pennies, 3-cent nickels, 1861 3-cent silver, and more at the Coppin Auction Center at 559 Belden Parkway in Sugar Creek. For more information, contact Aiden Yoder at 330-231-8983. That's the Coppin Realty and Auctions live auction with online bidding on Tuesday, December 21st at 4 p.m. Visit coppin-auctions.com.
The Holmes County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau is proud to support our local athletes. Our mission is to help our members succeed through advocacy, leadership, economic development, innovation, communication, and maintaining our community's identity. Visit www.holmescountychamber.com.
Are you still searching for the perfect holiday gift for everyone on your list? At Keim Home Center, we have something for everyone. On top of that, Keim Home Center is offering a month of holiday deals, giving you plenty of time to finish your holiday shopping. From November 29th to December 23rd, you will receive a $15 gift card for every $100 spent across qualifying products. For a complete list of eligible products, visit KeimHome.com. Shop in-store or enjoy free local next-day delivery. Visit Keim Home Center, where gift buying is made easy.
You can never go down the wrong trail when you go to Millersburg Tire Service. They have the best brands, along with the most experienced tire experts in the area. When it comes to tires in Holmes and surrounding counties, pick the right trail and drive the Millersburg Tire Service. They've been getting the job done right for 68 years. That's Millersburg Tire Service, located off State Route 39, east of Millersburg. Call 674-1085. With tightening budgets and resources, schools face a daunting task these days, providing young people with all they need to equip them for the years ahead. Denko Marketing in Millersburg urges you to support our students and youth in whatever way you can. Whether it's the giving of your time and experience or donating items for use by educators, groups, or clubs, everyone can make a difference. Denko Marketing of Millersburg hopes you're giving back to the young people of today. Denko Marketing of Millersburg, where the business at hand is the business of home.
Take advantage of the Santa's seafood sale going on now through Christmas Eve. Hi, this is Scott Rohde, and we have 31 to 40 count cocktail shrimp, $7.98 a pound. King crab legs, $39.98 a pound. 16 to 20 count jumbo tail off cooked shrimp, $9.98 a pound. Maryland style crab cakes, 4 for $5. 16 ounce imitation crab meat for $3.98 each. 5 to 6 ounce lobster tail, $14.98. Jumbo crab clusters, $23.98 a pound, and 31 to 40 count easy peel raw shrimp, $6.98 a pound. Don't forget to call 674-7075 for meat, cheese, and party platters at Rohde's IGA.
Back at Winland Gymnasium in Zanesville, where the West Holmes Lady Knights have just knocked off the Zanesville Lady Devils by a final of 45-35. Jeremy Scott alongside Scott Mellor. We'll get to Scott here in just a moment. However, we are going to go through these stats, these individual scoring stats, to let you know how these teams got to the point totals that they got to. First of all, for the West Holmes Lady Knights, leading the way, ending up the leading scorer continuing her hot streak from the Ashland game, Keegan Uhl, the 5'6 sophomore, with 11. 10 points for Ella McMillan. She had 8 in the first half, only 2 in the second half. Behind them, Melanie Fair with 8, as well as Claire Reynolds with 6. 4 points went to Zaylee Schultz, 3 points for Kinsey Patterson, 3 points for Allie McMillan as well. And that is how the West Holmes Lady Knights ended up with 45. Now for the Zanesville Lady Devils leading the way, getting into double digits. Jada Seafried, she had 10 points, 7 for Candaria Sowers, 6 for Kylie Osborne. Alexis Barnett, the 6'1 senior, with 5. Jersey Drawn with 4. Riley McEwen ended up with 3 points on the night. And, of course, we'll talk about our player of the game momentarily. But, Scott Mellor, what do you have for us in terms of the team stats? I have a feeling there are going to be a couple of very interesting ones here as we go.
Well, if we start out with probably the one real big negative for West Holmes, they had 26 turnovers to 13 for Zanesville, although West Holmes was the aggressor a lot tonight, and they started to pull away from Zanesville in the second half, and so Coach Snyder left a lot of those younger players in. But West Holmes winning 45 to 35 tonight. From three-point range, West Holmes was 4 of 12 for 33%, while Zanesville was only 2 of 8 for 25%. A big story on the night will be the West Holmes 2-point field goal shooting. They were 16 of 26 for a very good 62%, while Zanesville was only 10 of 37 for 27%. So a lot of our game, was determined by that 2-point field goal shooting. From the free throw line, again, another significant statistic or game teller for us. Zanesville was only 9 of 21. It ends up being 43%, while West Holmes only went to the free throw line twice, and that was only in the first half. They were 1 of 2 for 50%. And then again in rebounding, West Holmes was able to somewhat change that statistic of turnovers. They out-rebounded Zanesville 33 to 29.
Scott, one comment that I made, and you kind of alluded to just now, and this was late in the fourth quarter when Zanesville ended up getting its first foul of the second half. We were talking about the turnover stat. We were also talking about the foul stat. And I said, when Zanesville picked up its first foul late in the fourth quarter, good job of discipline by Zanesville. Meanwhile, West Holmes is fouling left and right, fouling like crazy. You just heard that, 9 of 21 from the foul line. So Zanesville went to the foul line 21 times tonight, and that's not counting, the non-shooting fouls. But all of this is to ask you a question. I said it was a well-disciplined game for Zanesville, but is it possible that they were under-aggressive as opposed to disciplined?
Possibly. West Holmes did a pretty good job of moving the ball, and they saw some good open looks. They were able to break down what was a pretty good defense early by Zanesville, and so Zanesville really didn't get into foul trouble, partly because West Holmes was kind of outrunning them, and they were able to get away from them. West Holmes, again, sometimes fouls cannot be so much against you, especially if you are able to play the defense, and continue to do what West Holmes typically does against any team. They were able to play great defense against Zanesville, and sometimes when you do play that great defense, officials are going to be looking at, if you're up in someone's face, or, sometimes it's steals. So West Holmes, a lot of their fouls were aggressive fouls, which then helped them get out to that, 15-point lead at some point.
So look, West Holmes improves to 8-1. They are the first in OCC play, and well, not in OCC play, but they're first in OCC overall. But they go to 8-1 on the season. They did not beat a bad team. Zanesville falls to 6-3. They're third in the Buckeye League, and you talked about how West Holmes was out-quicking and outrunning Zanesville. Zanesville's not a slow team by any stretch of the imagination, so hats off to West Holmes, and hats off to Zanesville as well. I mean, we talked about what it was last year. It was a blowout. This was not a blowout by West Holmes. Yes, they led by more than 20 at one point, but still, this is an improvement over Zanesville's last performance against West Holmes, and I will throw this in there as well. The future's looking very bright for Zanesville. That JV game was 42-18 in favor of the Zanesville Lady Devils, so things looking bright. This is a young team. This Zanesville team is. Kudos to West Holmes, though. They came in here. They took care of business as they wanted to do. I think it's time we name our player of the game, and we'll talk about why in just a moment. The player of the game brought to you by Subway, located in the Sherwin-Williams Plaza on South Washington Street in Millersburg. That Subway where winners eat. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give it to the hot hand. We're talking about Keegan Uhl, the 5'6" sophomore. She ended up the leading scorer for West Holmes with 11, and I understand there were some very telling stats as well besides the amount of points she scored.
Yeah, she was 4 for 4 from the traditional 2-point range. She was 1 of 1 from 3-point range. She also had a rebound on the night, a couple assists, as well as a couple steals. Again, Keegan Uhl, she comes in off the bench. I know we were starting to talk about her prior to the game, but she is typically that first player off the bench if that's the, if she needs to be in for a guard. Coach Snyder does a great job of rotating a lot of players in the game, and Keegan Uhl just continues to show that she's now learning that she can be a good player during games, just like Coach Snyder has alluded to the fact that she is a great player in practice.
So Keegan Uhl will win some free Subway food courtesy of Subway, located in the Sherwin-Williams Plaza on South Washington Street in Millersburg. Before we wrap things up, got to give another shout-out to all the people helping to make this broadcast happen. Claxon Communications, Casey Claxon, as well as Emma Merriman, and back at WKLM headquarters, Donnie Norris doing a good job of turning the knobs up there. Well, partner, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed doing this, and hopefully we get to work together again sometime in the not-too-distant future. Yep. He is Scott Malore. I am Jeremy Scott. Once again, the final score from Zanesville. The West Holmes Lady Knights, 45. They go to 8-1 on the year. The Zanesville Lady Devils, 35. They fall to 6-3. For all of us here in Zanesville and everybody back at WKLM, this has been Girls High School Basketball on WKLM.
Thank you for watching High School Basketball from WKLM-FM 95.3. Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.